The Amazon Basin, a sprawling, breathing organism spanning millions of square miles. It is a world governed by water, heat, and absolute wildness. Beneath this mirrored surface lies a hidden ecosystem where the line between land and river constantly shifts. Down here, in the flooded forests and dark lagoons, survival requires mastery of an aquatic realm. Among the sunken timber lies a titan of the Amazon, a predator so perfectly evolved it has remained unchanged for millions of years. The green anaconda, the heaviest snake on Earth. Her eyes and nostrils sit atop her head, allowing her to remain almost entirely concealed while surveying her territory. She is an adult female weighing over 150 pounds, a creature of immense power and patience. Despite her massive size, she navigates the dense flooded forest with silent, effortless grace. The flooded forest is rich with life. Every creature here relies on the river, making the water's edge a place of both opportunity and danger. She is in no rush. Anacondas are ambush hunters, relying on perfect camouflage and infinite patience. On land, she is slow and cumbersome, but here, the water supports her massive weight, transforming her into an agile swimmer. She doesn't just see her environment, she feels it. Her jawbones detect the faintest vibrations of movement in the water. Small fish are not worth the immense energy it takes to strike. She waits for a meal that can sustain her for months. As a cold-blooded reptile, she must surface to bask. The tropical sun fuels her metabolism, preparing her muscles for the hunt. Warmed and energized, she returns to her domain. It is time to find a hunting ground. She navigates the labyrinth of the flooded forest with ease, searching for a natural choke point. She chooses her position carefully, a steep bank where land animals must come to drink. Now the hardest part of the hunt begins. She may wait here for days, even weeks, completely motionless. Her heart rate slows, her breathing becomes shallow. She becomes one with it. A scent on the humid air, heavy footsteps vibrating through the mud. Prey is approaching. A capybara, the largest rodent in the world, comes to the river to drink. The vibration travels through the water directly to her jaw. She locks on the tongue. The capybara is vigilant, watching the tree line for jaguars. It doesn't realize the danger lies at its feet. Beneath the surface, hundreds of pounds of muscle coil into a biological spring. With terrifying speed, she strikes. But the capybara's reflexes are razor sharp. A fraction of a second makes the difference between a meal and a miss. Ambush hunting is a game of low success rates. Most strikes end in failure. Such an explosive burst of speed costs massive amounts of energy. She cannot afford to chase. She must accept the loss. Anacondas can survive for months without food, waiting for the perfect opportunity. With her ambush site compromised, she must move on. The Amazon dictates that survival means adaptation. She seeks out areas of high activity. Bird colonies often attract a wealth of life to the water's edge. Approaching from the deep, she remains invisible to the sharp eyes of the birds above. Using the dense reeds as cover, she assesses the situation. Once again, she anchors herself. The waiting begins anew. Patience is the ultimate weapon of the anaconda. But she is not the only apex predator here. The jaguar rules the banks of the Amazon. Though massive, she is vulnerable on land or in shallow water. Against a jaguar's crushing jaws, she chooses evasion. She relies on her ultimate defense, disappearing in entirely into the flooded labyrinth. The big cat moves on. In the Amazon, avoiding a fight is often the best way to survive. The river holds other ancient dangers. The black caiman is heavily armored and fiercely territorial, while an adult anaconda can prey on smaller caimans. Tangling with a giant is a risk she will. The Amazon is defined by change. When water levels drop, sanctuaries become traps. Forced out of the drawing pool, she must cross open ground. Here, her great weight works against her. Without the buoyancy of water, every inch forward is a grueling battle against gravity and friction. And there are new sounds in the forest, disturbances that signal a rapidly changing world. Reaching the permanent limit is a triumph of endurance. She is back in her element. The cool current washes away the mud and exhaustion, revealing the beautiful, complex patterns of her scales. But relief is temporary. In the Amazon, the sky commands the river. The sky is violent. A tropical squall hits with ferocious power. Millions of gallons of water are about to be dumped onto the forest. For terrestrial animals, this is a time to seek shelter. For aquatic creatures, their world is instantly transformed. Gentle streams become raging torrents. The anaconda must fight to avoid being swept into dangerous, unfamiliar territory. She uses her immense muscular strength to anchor herself to an ancient, sunken hardwood tree. Here she will stay, locking her muscles in place, waiting out the violence of the storm. When the storm breaks, the geography of the forest has completely changed. The anaconda releases her grip. The flooded forest has expanded, opening up a vast new hunting ground. She can now swim through the very branches she once crawled beneath. As the day ends, the true rulers of the Amazon begin to stir. Now she seeks warmth to power her digestion. But this immense size serves another purpose. She is carrying the next generation. Pregnant females are vulnerable. She seeks out a secluded, stagnant lagoon, far from the powerful currents and large predators. Unlike most reptiles, anacondas do not lay eggs. They give birth to live young, fully formed and ready to survive. A litter can number up to 40. From the moment they're born, they are entirely independent. They possess the same instincts, the same camouflage, and the same patience as their giant mother. Her duty is complete. Many of the young will fall to predators, but a few will grow to rule the river. The giant anaconda is not a monster myth, but a masterwork of evolution. She is an essential thread in the complex tapestry of the Amazon, balancing the ecosystem from the shadows. As long as the waters flow, the undisputed queen of the flooded forest will remain inside the Amazon.